everyone, and welcome to Spiny Talk, sponsored by X-Keys. From home.
Yep, from home. I'm Maggie.
I'm Miranda.
Appreciate you watching today.
Yup, thank you everyone for joining in.
All right, so what's the setup today, Mir?
Today, we have a little bit of a different setup than what we normally do, obviously, because for one, we're streaming from home. But, we are using, I don't know if anybody saw on Facebook, I posted a poll of which X-Keys we should use for our stream today, and the winner was the XK40, so we're using that.
Yep, using vMix Pro version 23.
Yep, and we are using vMix Social via Kindle Fire.
Our trusty PTZ Optics camera, and our Behringer microphone, and of course we got the X-Keys mouse mat, which didn't make that fancy little graphic, but hey, we know it's there.
Yep.
And let's see, what else we got? The basement lights, which also weren't on there.
That's true. Yep, all that. So let's go ahead and jump into our feature of the month.
Yes. So feature of the month, I was sitting there last week watching Miranda play, and so I guess you can go into whatever you're about to push.
Okay, never mind.
Go.
No,
let's do it. Spiny is pissed. Let's show the screen.
Alright, so what were you saying about
Sorry,
feature? I just love my little graphic. I wanted to put it up.
It's perfect, and I always cut him off. I'm sorry, man. I know he's not happy right now.
He's not.
We keep forgetting that one. So anywho, back to the feature of the month.
Yes, what are we talking about?
Our X-Keys. I always tell people that you should not be intimidated with all these buttons. One of the best things about them, in my opinion, is that you can customize them to your liking. So one of the things that we offer, we call them key blockers. So they are black plastic key blockers that actually take the place of a key. So for example, on the XK40 that Miranda's using, she actually customized it to her liking and took off a couple of the buttons. So she's got the broadcast key set, and then so right there she's got a couple blockers, so you can see it actually removed those keys. So really helpful for her when she's not looking down. She can tell this is a separator. She can tell there's no key here. You can use those on every X-Key model except the stick keys. So last week on the 24 key, she needed every button, but in a case where you don't need them, like the video switcher key set that you see, actually I have the giant XK124 T-bar. So this actually has a lot of key blockers installed on it as well.
Yep. I had to steal some keys.
Yeah. It's a little naked right now. Whoop, over here. So yeah, key blockers are awesome, and we sell them packs of 10, $6 a piece. We sell them on Amazon Prime. But one of the tricks to the trade I wanted to show you, though, when you are using a key blocker, which a lot of people aren't aware of, are removing the plungers. So the plunger is what is actually underneath the keycap. So I'm going to show you real quick on our 24 key how to do that, because this will actually make the blocker sit much better. You don't have to do it, but it definitely sits better on the board. So here is our XK24. It's a little naked, no keys after last week, so I'm using a pair of needle nose pliers right here. So I'm actually going to just grab the cross, the little plunger top, and I'm just going to pull straight up. So I'm just pulling it out. It didn't break it or anything. They're actually designed to do that. So I'm going to remove this entire row on the bottom. I don't want these on here, so I'm going to take them off. So that way, when I have my layout, I'm going to just know these keys aren't here. So here's the key blocker. They have little pegs on the back, so just make sure you line them up right. And you just press it down, and boom. Oops. You can definitely tell if you don't have them in the right way. So that literally just removed that entire row. So like I said, if you are looking at X-Keys and you're like, whoa, I don't need all those buttons, key blockers are an awesome accessory. I guess it's a feature. Yep. It's one of the cool things that we do offer. Like I said, kind of like Legos, you can build your own controller. And if you don't want to leave those blocked off, you can always remove them again. So I'm actually going to just pop one of these off. Sorry, you moved the camera. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Hold on.
We're on the fly.
All right, so I'm going to take this key puller and I'm just going to pop it right off a corner. So I'm just going to pop it right off. So they're not in there permanently. You can take them off. If the next user sitting down wants a button there, you just put it right back on. You just insert that plunger again and you're good to go.
Yep.
So like I said, a little fun feature. Yep. One of my favorite things about setting up an X keys. You can really make it your own.
Yep, you can always find it on our website if you just type in the search bar blockers, or you can go to accessories and keys and blockers and you will find it.
Yep.
All right. Now, a little birdie told me that Spiny has been busy.
He has been busy. He's been out there with his face mask and gloves on.
Hey, you know.
Not supposed to be quarantined, but I don't think hedgehogs can get it, actually.
I don't think so.
That's what I heard, so.
All right, where's he going? And we're back.
I just love that graphic.
I know. I have way too much fun making those.
Spiny's on an adventure.
All right. So we have a few X keys in the wild pictures. Let's go ahead and take a look at those real fast.
All right, so the first one is Chad Gray. Looks like the 24 key, and he's using it oriented in landscape, which is, if you watched the show last week, that's how Miranda had hers set up as well.
Yep.
Looks like he has removed some of the single keys and put some wide keys up there, and he's also used a special version of our key blockers, which I should have mentioned earlier, my bad. Those are light pipe blockers. Yeah. So those little lights on there, he's actually using as indicators with the LEDs, which is really cool. I'm not sure what exactly he's controlling. Looks like there's some elder buttons, some specific names. So, yeah, who knows? But good setup, Chad. I like the labels. I like how bright the YouTube one is, so they're very specific.
All right, our next one is from, I'm probably going to pronounce the name wrong, and I apologize in advance, Fritz Dieger, maybe? But he looks like he's got our 124 T-bar, with the video switcher key set on there, controlling vMix it looks like, so that's cool. Our next one here.
This one, there was no name with it, so if you're out there and you're watching, claim your fame. This looks like controlling maybe Wirecast. It's our XK68 joystick.
Yep, he's using using it to control some PTZ cameras and Wirecast.
There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks like he's got some kind of a travel case too, so.
Yep.
Whoever you are, claim it.
Claim it, and if you claim it, you can be entered in our little contest giveaway that we have going on. We have decided that to enter all the X keys in the wild pictures that we show on the stream into a giveaway, and if you win, you actually get $50 worth of free custom keys. That's pretty cool. The same keys that are on our acrylic. That are on our video switcher set, you can get them we can customize them for you.
Oh yeah.
So these guys, we can put whatever you want on there.
Yep, logo, some words, some numbers, whatever you fancy. So definitely post your pics out there, and we're hoping maybe do a drawing soon since we're streaming so frequently right now. We were only going to do once a month, but since we're in the basement in isolation, we might be doing it every week. So who knows, maybe next week will be the first winner. I don't know. Stay tuned, I guess.
And we have one more image on there. And it restarted on me. My bad. You guys get to see all of them again quickly. All right. And our last image here. Some X keys on the go, I think it was.
X keys are really on the go. Either someone is stealing the X key or it's actually going home to work. So I think that is from our lovely friend Marie.
Yep.
And I think we can maybe ask her.
Hey,
hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Fine.
Hannibal.
We have a slight visit here from Hannibal. He's been hard at work keeping us on our toes the entire day. So I'm bribing him with we have a Swedish word called fika, which is actually just something good to eat or with your colleagues. So
we also have treats down here in case our cats are being
Chip
bad.
is right here. Let's bring him over.
We'll probably get Chip over to say hi. Come meet Hannibal.
Oh, and you can see Hannibal is really he's good at doing tricks. So if I go like this.
Oh, he is
that
good
means
at doing tricks.
He needs to do a high five and then he's gonna get a treat. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Chip doesn't do high five. He just eats the food.
He wasn't even interested.
Nope.
I tried.
He's camera shy.
Nope.
Hannibal's the real star here.
So now I'm gonna put this box away, and so Hannibal is gonna look really disappointed.
So,
yeah.
That's what Chip just said. Where'd the bag
And then we
go?
do like this. This means no more. then he's
You
gonna
have
lick
a
my
very
fingers a bit more, and then he's gonna stop.
So the Danish
I have
and
a
Swedish
cat that's way too smart.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
He's
I don't think.
he has learned to open doors.
Oh, there's
There we
Chip.
go.
Yeah,
We
can
got
you
our
see
orange
him?
kitty
There we
here.
go.
Hannibal. Can you see the red kitty? No.
That's so fun. So you were bringing your Xties home. So that's cool.
Yeah, actually, the picture is taken on my couch where I was leaving for work one day.
But so still on the go, from here to there, back and forth.
Still on the
I love
go.
it. I love it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, actually, just to sort of loop from Hannibal to what we're gonna talk about, he's actually been at a roller derby event one time in his life.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
When he was a teeny tiny kitten, I brought him along. So, so he was at a derby event also.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so fun.
But what are we here to talk about? We're here to talk about roller derby.
Yeah.
And now my lovely assistant is gonna do all the techie stuff.
Hi, Jan.
He's so pretty.
He is pretty.
Hi. I just know that I'm gonna talk too much if I start talk, so I'm gonna be silent as much as I can.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, for those of you who doesn't know what roller derby is, we're just gonna talk about it for just short here. This is a picture of two very, very good players. But the purpose of the entire game is that you have a track. John is gonna find a picture of that later. And then you have to go around the track, and you have to stay on the track. You can see the track here. It's like this oval shape. Then you have two people with helmet covers with stars on them. They are called the jammers. And those two have to pass all the other players, the blockers and the pivots. And we are always going in a counterclockwise direction. And first you're gonna pass the pack as fast as possible because there is an advantage of coming through first. And then on the second and continuing rounds or passes, when you pass the blockers, you get points. And you can see you have some refs in the middle. They're always in black and white stripes, so lovingly we're calling them zebras. They are, two jammer refs are counting how many players the jammers are passing.
I mean, there are referees everywhere.
At a sanctioned game in the association I'm playing with, called WFTDA, you have 7 refs on the track at the same time as you have 7 refs for 10 players on track, and then each team has 5 players on track. If people are really fast, they can count 5 black and 5 pink. And then you have one team can be 14 players. So they are putting in people. You're switching out your players a bit like in ice hockey. I think that's what most people can compare it to.
Cool.
So, but so the purpose for the jammers is to pass the blockers. You have to stay on the track, and then if you go outside the track, either you're pushed outside or something happens, then you must go in behind the other players. I think John is finding something here. You can see there is a jammer there and a ref pointing at the jammer. And then they're going up here, and the jammer is trying to pass those players, those blockers. This is something that we have made. And then you have one going by there, it's the other jammer. Yeah, it can be kind of confusing in the beginning here. Yeah. But some of the pictures John is going to show us now, there you can see, this is pictures taken from a very good photographer called Peter Trost. He's from Denmark, and he takes some really lovely pictures. So, this is legal. As long as she's landing on the near side of that line, then she will still be inside.
Wow.
But that blocker, the white one, she's gonna try. They're gonna try to hit out the jammer. And then you have some refs that is keeping a track on how many players the jammer is passing legally. So how we what's it? Yeah, and this is just when the jammers are flying like that, it looks so great, and it's really difficult for them to, if they don't stick the landing, if they fall when they land, then they have to go out and go around and try again, and it is not easy to pass those blockers. This is some of the best teams in the world actually, and if you look up where it says Malmö, just above the ref's hand, behind that big banner, that is where we are sitting and producing. We were actually streaming this. This is from the WFTDA playoffs in Malmö in 2018.
I hope you were using an
I
X
don't remember
key.
what year it is. Yeah, we were actually using X key in that one. Yeah,
Awesome.
that was the 24 we were using at that point.
Nice.
So, more pictures? Any nice pictures? Just need to make sure we're seeing all the good ones.
Oh my
There you
god.
Oh
can
my
see
gosh.
It's like, you're not allowed to use your arms. You're allowed to use your shoulders, but not allowed to use your arms to block the other one. So you can't link your arms there, and you're not allowed to touch the spinal cord. That's also an illegal area. And that's one of the reasons why we have so many reps, is because they're just keeping track that we are not hitting in wrong places. And sometimes it happens, so then you will get a penalty.
Are
Go
those
out, and then you can. Yeah, sorry.
those shirts say Detroit on them, don't they?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, wow.
Michigan. All right, cool.
That's
Anyway,
really cool.
sorry. Continue on.
Yeah.
That's neat.
We have. Well, actually, this was teams from all over the world that came to Malmö to play.
That's fun.
So
Yeah, that
so
said
cool.
Detroit.
Which is the Malmö crew.
Oh my god, look at
and
her.
yeah,
Wow.
and actually when you see it, and especially when you see it in slow-mo, you just see what those bodies are capable of and what you're doing. So yeah, it's a tough sport. It's action-packed. You only play for up to 2 minutes at a time, and then you have a short break, and you can switch out your players. She is still that player there is still legal. She's still inside.
Oh wow.
She's still on the track. You can see just with her toes up and her two front wheels.
I could see why
That's-
instant replay would be helpful then. Have to be able to go back
It
and see if
really
they're
is.
in, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, you don't. The refs don't use instant replay.
Oh,
Not
they
yet
just
anyway.
go.
Not
huh?
yet, anyway. No, but we get some really nice. I think that jammer ends up on the outside. And the reason why number 22 is looking over her shoulder there. Oh, can we go back then? Yeah. The reason why number 22 is looking over the shoulder there is because if that jammer ends up on the outside, the jammer has to go in behind number 22. So 22 is gonna sprint backwards. So actually forward as she's standing now, but backwards in the play direction.
Oh wow.
And if then the jammer goes in front of number 22, then the jammer will get a penalty. If you get a penalty, you get sent to the penalty box. You have to sit 30 seconds. That's a lot of time when you're only playing for 2 minutes. So that can be many points you're gonna lose.
I had no idea anything about this, Marie.
No, not at all.
Huh.
No? Well, one day we may need to clip together some little snippets of some good games. So
Yes.
And
I think, isn't that what the Xyz in the Wild was with the 64 key? Weren't you using it with roller derby? I think. Maybe not. Maybe we assumed you were.
The picture you had on last week was
Yeah.
from athletics. That was from the Danish Championship for juniors in athletics.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So,
I think I have it somewhere. So roller derby were kind of the starting point for us. I mean, Marie came home one day and asked if I knew how to put on a camera on the internet live, and because they had this big tournament in the local league. And I had to admit that I have never done anything with video at all.
Okay.
No, but you know about computers, and I was like, computers.
So I started Googling it, and that kind of grew on us. So for the last 7 years, we've been doing it more and more, investing in more and more equipment. End goal is to be able to actually help our local league by live streaming and showing, providing some kind of income from either pay-per-view or commercials or sponsorship and stuff like that. So
Nice.
Very
we
cool.
want to make some money from the sport. But yeah, the money that we've made so far has mostly gone to maintain and upgrade our equipment.
Right.
One of them, the most recent and best thing ever, is obviously the replacement camera.
Yeah. I
Nice.
love it. I think you were
Love it.
honestly.
Frozen for your nuts there.
Yeah, it froze. Your guys' video froze for us for a second.
Oh, I can't believe the internet is still functioning, actually, with everyone on it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it goes. Okay. All right. So yeah,
Wait,
back.
wait. So back to this one.
So
Yes.
There
that
she
is.
is.
The most, yeah, and you can see I've modified it. a
I
bit.
see that. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
I found myself being hired to do some soccer, and
Well,
Mm.
yes.
Action
Uh,
shot. Your holograms.
yeah. So I found myself in need of being a one-man band. I needed to switch between some cameras, but my primary focus was replay and doing the soccer. So I simply added a few things.
I love it. Looks
Very
like you're
cool.
using. So you use some Relegendable keycaps. It looks like too to make some labels on the fly. Yep, I love it.
Yeah.
I think you were one of the
Well,
first actually to have that unit. I believe you're definitely one of the first that I know of.
He was the first one in
The
Europe to
first,
get
I
it.
think.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
so cool.
Very
We got
nice.
it last year
That's what I
at
thought.
IBC,
IBC.
in Amsterdam.
I think I gave
Uh,
that to you actually, or sold that to you.
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
So
I wish I could
Well,
just
what
give
is it
them.
I said something when you saw it. I said I can't
Something
remember
about
how it came up, but I say he had the look in his eyes like a hungry man
Looking at a cheeseburger. Yes, I think I owe you a few cheeseburgers. I do want to take this time to thank you guys for always being XC's champions for us in the wild. Though I always see you on Tom's streams and in the XC's group, helping people and suggesting things, and we really, 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 really appreciate it.
Yes.
So thank you for that. I don't know how to make a heart,
problem.
but
This.
the XG24 was the first XG product I got my hand on, and I absolutely love it. And it has been a great tool because, as some people may know, you can
Yep.
actually reprogram the hardware in it. So you can put in a sequence of buttons that will basically be played out when you push a button, and that will move along with the device, regardless of the computer you connect it to. So, for instance, I had to work on a lot of different computers, and every time I had to power them up or reboot them, I had to put in a very long encryption key. And when you try to do that by hand, you always had to try 5 or 6 times before you got it right. Then I brought this one to work, reprogrammed one of the buttons to send that sequence, and I could just push the button, log on, and do whatever I wanted.
that's so cool.
I don't know of any other product that allows me to do that.
Yeah.
But
And
I have, well,
Oh,
as I said earlier, I think I said it, but I have an XP 80. 80. It's 10 times 8.
yeah, with that,
Never mind. I got something. I put fingers on it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It made me envious.
Oh my gosh.
It's mine. And I'm using it for something else. And it's also about coding the X keys. And if there is a popular demanding I'm coming on one day, I might be able to tell a bit about how I'm coding my XT 60/80 to towards using it for this special program. And I know one of the reasons I'm doing it is because the dear Slider D, or dear Dan, may he forever
Absolutely.
be close to our hearts also.
I know
like
it.
you two are. Is he here? Is
I
he
don't
here?
see him yet. I'm really sad that he's
No!
not. He should know
I'm
that
sure
we're
the
streaming
goat
right now.
You should.
Captive. Yeah. Well, but maybe we can come on one day and talk about how
Absolutely.
you can use it for something completely different than streaming. Even though John and I are the founders of Streaming Idiots Facebook group, and Tom is just like, he's just one of those tag-alongs.
Yeah, he is. You know.
Yeah. He's just living on our work. Nope.
Huh.
So,
Yeah, looks like everyone else can hear it. Oh, well, I appreciate you people.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that you have so many X keys that you can't remember which one you have. I love it.
I have to admit I don't have enough.
I mean,
think
once
that's
you
true.
start with them, you really can't go without them.
it's like Pringles.
Yeah.
Munch Pop can't
Once
stop.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Love it.
And I keep seeing all the people that are falling, jumping up and down when they have the Stream Deck. And I have the Stream Deck as well, and similar models. But with all those on-the-fly programmable interfaces, they all have the same downside, and that is that when you have dynamic functions on the buttons, you have to look within the space. You don't
Right.
know what.
Now
it
you're
can be-
talking about the Stream Deck, just to make sure.
Yeah. So you don't know what exact function that particular button has, and
Focus! Where's the camera?
okay. I'm focusing. And on Stream Deck and all the kind of buttons are spongy, and you're not really sure if you pressed it. And that's not what you have with the Xbox. You have a reliable tactile touch. And what is going on with that camera? Maybe we should disable autofocus.
I think so.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I thank you for that. You're absolutely correct. I've heard that from a few people before. I mean, the Stream Deck's pretty, but if you're doing mission critical live streaming, you need to be able to know what you're pressing when you're pressing it. Can't
Right.
imagine that's very easy to do.
Scotty, beam me up.
I love it. I would just
Oh my
stream with you
gosh.
guys just to
Yeah.
watch you. We're getting a glimpse into the world.
I
Focus!
love it. It's fun.
Well, actually, I when I normally at work, I love figuring out these little issues where I can call a supplier and say, oh, I would like for this. Can I do this and this with this product? Can you make it do this or something? These quirky little questions where they have to go back into their food chain with asking questions back to the manufacturer and all that stuff. And I was able to do that to Maggie the other day as well. So I'm
Yes,
like,
you did.
I found
Yes,
I found something with the X keys that you couldn't answer.
I know. I couldn't.
What was that?
You're just gonna have to do some thumb workouts. Some finger lifting. Gonna toughen up them
Oh.
fingers.
I wanted the buttons to be easier.
Easier
to
to press.
press. Because when you're used to the keyboards on the
Mhm.
on laptops and stuff like that, then
Yeah.
these are really really hard.
But it was a dual key.
No, also the other keys.
Oh, well,
Well,
I'll look up some
Never
finger
mind.
exercises. We'll get you some physical therapy.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I guess we can
Oh.
take a look at it.
I have to show you guys what our
This-
furry companions are doing real
Yep,
fast.
our producers have finally calmed down in here. Aren't they cute? Oh, I wish we had a sound effect.
They're so
Aww.
Say hi, boys.
They are
I
ready
had
for
to,
nap time. They've been fed many
Yeah.
treats.
Oh, I think
Okay.
Hannibal is also gonna be. He's not gonna be so pissed at dinner time today because we're out of the really really expensive food, so they're only getting expensive food at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
They're
so
living the hard life right now.
Yeah. But yeah. So, but with all the treats he got today, just to keep him here so you can see him on the show. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be content.
Thank you for bringing him out.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him.
Me
So
too.
I'm glad we have both
Yeah.
orange kitties.
So let's see if we can get one of the others to join us next time.
Yes,
Yep.
for
There
sure.
will be a next time.
Yes.
Oh, there'll
there
be
will
a
be.
next
And I
time.
mean, unless the world ends, or
Eh,
I don't know.
until the internet dies.
Is there actually anybody on the chat?
We have
Yeah,
a
there's
lot of people.
there's some action going on. If we're ready to do that, we could. I
Yeah.
think there's even some comments for you
Well-
guys. So.
John and I we can both talk a hungry cow backwards out of a field. So
I love it. Well, stay on here then for some of the comments.
Yup.
So, oh, look at that. There he
Will.
is. In-use pictures. You have so many in the wilds.
That's
I feel like
so
you could win
cool.
every contest
Right?
you do.
All right.
All
There are some of
right.
our comments
Let's
up
see
there.
who's out
Well,
here.
I do have a lot of pictures for the work in general that we are now doing. I mean, we are doing a lot of activities as well.
All right. So, you heard that. Hedgehogs eat snails.
I didn't know that.
yeah, they do
Really? That's so
They do.
cool.
over here too.
Yep. So it looks like Miranda's dad's watching. Hey,
Hi, Dad.
Dennis. Thanks for tuning in. Gotta love it. Mr. Steeds.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes. Thank you for joining us across the pond. Anyone who's out there right now, how about you put where you're calling from while
Yeah.
I'm going through this queue because I'm really slow at it. So that'd be really neat to see where we're tuning in. Like we were just not so funny joking about the world ending. It's still pretty serious where we are. I know
Yeah.
Michigan is on a shelter-in-place lockdown right now, hence why we're in the basement again. So we can just, shout out to everyone, be safe. Thank you for all the essential workers out there. I have a
Yes.
lot of nurse friends, a lot of friends that are police and firemen, and everyone still has to work except people like us in the basement that can work from home. So thank you for everyone for
Yes.
that. Let's see. Saying hi to Rudy.
Rudy.
Some more of our friends just saying hi. Alexis is super excited to see Hannibal. I said that I reacted the same way. And looks like Martin's having some fun. Cat makes up for John being smart. Lovely assistant. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Always claims I'm the smart one and I'm the boss and all that.
I'm not going to try to pronounce that. There you go. I was going to say that looks like one of your friends.
Shipping. Yeah, more shipping. Well, it was actually the clip that Jan was showing was from the Swedish Championship 2019, the second quarterfinal between North Shipping and Crime City.
Ah, city where they were
North Shipping
born.
has actually risen in the ranking in Sweden over the last few years. For many years, Stockholm and Malmö was the two best teams, but it has switched over to in the internal league in Sweden. Norrköping is pretty high on the rankings as far as I'm aware right now, but everything is completely effed up at the moment. Last weekend we were supposed to stream the Swedish Championships, but they of course got cancelled as well.
Yep,
Right.
everything's canceled here. It's really sad.
Yeah, so here too. And then John and I, we are even in an even more peculiar situation because we live in Sweden but we work in Denmark, and due to tax rules, we are gonna go into some problems in a few weeks' time if this continues to be completely as it is.
Makes sense.
Oh, it looks like we have TJ Thompson in the chat. I think he wants to ask John a question. Let's see. He said that was awesome. That was on your replay setup, and it looks like he's got a question. Missed what custom keys he added to the controller. What are they? So I'm going to let you take that one.
Actually, I can answer. Let me try, John. Let me try. Yeah. Because I know you're using it for streaming soccer. So he added some of these buttons over here. Let me take it up here. Right? All the white one. Then you. These.
Yep. Oop, there we go.
There.
I see that. So are those just more camera inputs, maybe?
Yeah, actually. So you can control both the live and replay at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's
Cool.
trying to teach me about all the technical stuff.
Nice. Yeah, TJ is another one. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
I think TJ is actually the guru for this replay controller.
I was just going to say, TJ, if you're still watching, buddy, thank you so much for helping us launch that. You were a huge part in the development and the testing and the suggestions, and we really appreciate you. I hope you're still rocking your replay unit when you can. If you have some work, I know that's probably a sensitive subject right now. I know a lot of my friends that do shows are not doing shows right now.
Right.
Yes, I agree to that, Martin. Slider D has let people down today. Where are you, Slider D?
Where are you indeed?
Thought you'd be in the chat today.
Oh, there we go. I got a nice good shot of the replay unit.
Ah,
Extra
nice.
keys.
There you go.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, so if any users are watching that... Oop. Go ahead, Marie.
Yeah, usually I'm letting John handle all the technical stuff, and then I'm just the one going to make sure that everything is running smoothly, that all the guys have remembered to eat and drink and all that stuff. And then when we have been streaming the Swedish Championship, a few times we have been fighting with the Swedish television. The Swedish Championship has been a part of something called the Swedish Championship Week, which is sponsored by the national Swedish television. And then it's all sorts of sports that come together for 1 week and make their Swedish championships at the same time in the same city.
Wow.
So the Swedish television, they try to sort of coordinate everything and getting as many sports on TV as possible and all that stuff. And sometimes they behave like they are the kings. So, but yeah, I've more than once told them off and asked them to behave.
Well, there you go. Perfect
Sometimes
timing.
it's necessary.
So Tommy's in the chat today. So John
Scaring the
camera.
Thanks for joining, Tommy.
I don't know what this means. I don't know if he's picking it up and smashing it or what exactly he's doing with it. But hey, you know, I always tell people XCs have 1,000,001 uses. So
True.
if that's what you're doing with it, they're definitely durable enough to smack some pecans, I think. So
Is it pecans or pecans?
pecans, yeah, that could be an argument.
I would think that there are other tools that are better at prepping.
I would agree with that.
It's not often we bring hammers to our streaming events, but we always have the X keys, so we might need to remember that.
Nice.
There you go.
No, they don't know. Oh, Tommy, do you know what would happen if cats have phones?
That's
You open. Oh no! Don't open that Pandora. No. The only reason cats they are accepting to living with us humans is because they don't have opposable thumbs, so they can't open the boxes of tuna.
That's true.
The cans of tuna.
That's very true.
So, yeah.
Yep.
all right. We got a few check-ins. Mr. Steeds.
Corby UK.
Yeah.
Oh, have you heard that Boris Johnson has been tested positive for corona?
Just heard that this morning.
Yes.
I wonder if that's maybe why they were taking it more serious. But I also saw that he was, you know, doing a ton of public events yesterday and the day before and touching things and meeting people and.
I don't
You
know.
know?
I don't know what the answering time is from that you take the test until you get the results.
I think it's longer than we would hope it would be. That's frustrating around where we live. There's so many people that aren't staying home. They're still going to the store almost every day. It's like, you know, it's if everyone would just isolate, it'd be done a lot quicker. But
yeah, I think the quick systems can be speed testing and something like,
Yeah.
8 hours or something.
I would
It's
hope
not like
so.
on TV, CSI, and all that. They can just
They
like
like do it right,
Right.
there.
take a swab and then put it in a machine and it goes
But-
beep bop,
yep.
beep bop, beep bop, swing, and they got an
Your
answer.
results.
No.
Right.
Yeah. No. I
Yeah.
wish.
No,
Yeah.
but shout outs to all the people working with testing and yeah.
Seriously,
all the people,
though.
everything works.
Yeah.
I have so many nurse friends that have been working like 24-hour shifts constantly, so it's crazy
Yeah.
around here right now, unfortunately.
Over here, a lot of the in Denmark, a lot of companies have come together to produce alcohol.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
you had Carlsberg, the huge worldwide brewery that provided raw beer or something like that to a local distillery that used to make gin
The
and
sanitizer, right?
whiskey and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and they are now stopping that production and then producing alcohol for hand sanitation.
Yep, we have a lot of
Yeah.
breweries in Michigan doing that too.
Breweries,
That never even crossed my
distilleries, yep.
mind that you could do something like
That's
that.
So cool.
We have a lot of companies
It's
that
so
have.
obvious that companies like there is a Swedish brand of vodka called Absolut, which has
I know.
also toned down their production of vodka and are gonna produce a hand sanitizer
Yeah.
or alcohol for hand sanitizer here, and they had said that they're not gonna brand a Absolute vodka hand sanitizer afterwards. They're gonna go back to just producing normal vodka. So they're not gonna make any money on it. But
Yeah.
yeah, and
Makes sense.
there is for all the car nerds out there, there is a Swedish brand of trucks, not Volvo, but Scania. They are
Mhm.
also made here in Sweden, and they, of course, they can't get any parts for making the trucks. So of course they had to not lay off, but send home a lot of people. They have taken some of their specialists in logistics and all that stuff and sent them to work for one of the companies nearby that are producing respirators.
Yeah.
Right.
To help produce those because a lot of people at Scania is good at making the supply chains work. So just to sort of help making more
Mhm.
respirators and you
Yep.
hear a lot about that. Also people that are teachers or whatever sent home. They're gonna help at the hospitals and all that. So.
Yeah.
Group effort. So Vegas Bob
Yeah.
is in the chat,
Nice.
changing the subject. I'm getting sad now.
Roller derby.
Roller derby.
Roller derby.
Hey Bob.
Thanks for joining.
Would normally see him at NAB. I'm really sad, as he just mentioned. The strip is
So
dark right
weird.
now, and that is so crazy. I saw a shot the other day at nighttime, and it is so spooky to see how dark that strip is.
It's dark because they turned off the lights.
It's all closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is closed. All the hotels and everything are shut down. They're in lockdown. So I'm assuming they're turning the lights off to save money and to
Yeah,
tell people don't
save
come
money.
here.
Right.
Oh, he's getting called out by Martin.
That is true, Martin. That is true. I'm trying not to steal the show.
Oh.
No, you guys are great.
Yes.
So TJ says, just wait for VMix 24. Great things to come for replay. Oh no,
That's
did he just
exciting.
release
Yeah.
a secret? Whoops.
Yeah, we
just
know.
amped up the
Just
anticipation.
amped it up. All right, this is a great comment, and it just reminded me I didn't really talk about that. So the XKE40 has an aluminum case, and it could be rough enough to crack a pecan as well. Didn't mention that. Sorry. Thank you for bringing that up, Dan. The XKE is actually in an aluminum enclosure, so it's pretty solid. It's
Yeah,
got
it
racks
is.
in the back too. If you need to slide it in anywhere, it also has angled feet that you could put on. We don't have those on right now. I guess I could
If you want.
maybe show you. Just bear with me real quick. At least show you one side of it. So you could always angle it up too. Those slide
So
right
that's at an
in.
angle like that.
Yep. And so these are $199.95. I
And-
forgot to
and
mention that
just
too.
Just for me to channel my professional career, it's also good because it is so long that you can really get a good momentum on it if you want to crack the pecans like
Exactly. Right.
Exactly.
Or, you know, I mean, if you need to beat somebody, it's a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we need
I
to do that
mean-
at shows.
with all
So.
the regulations. like you can't carry around a baseball bat and you can't carry around a knife or anything. Just bring along your XP40 when the police stop you. No, I'm gonna stream.
It's my
Not a
keyboard.
camera.
It's my tool.
It
Yeah.
might void the
Camera
warranty,
now.
just saying.
Oh, I know who else I need to call out. Speaking of Dan, can you? We're gonna go back to the shot real quick. So one of our friends. So, well, this is Forky. Ignore Forky. We needed to stand. So the little sticker that we showed of Spiny last week, we've named him Tiny Spiny. I
He's so
stole it from
cute.
our friend Dan. He gets all the credit for it. Tiny
Absolutely. Thank
Spiny
you,
is the
Daniel.
perfect name for him. And so these are going to be the stickers that we're going to give out at the next trade show. And actually, I think I'm going to mail you guys one, Marie, or a couple. I think you need to stick some somewhere. So
Yep.
Tiny Spinies. Some Tiny Spinies in your studio. I love it. When he said that after the show, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's such a good name
It's
for
so
him.
perfect. It's so cute.
All right, let's see.
I'm not sure.
So this is kind of a somber comment from Tommy,
My
which,
daughter works in an industry that has been deemed essential, so she works every day.
well, I hope she's staying safe, Tommy. Like I said, I know a lot of
Thoughts are
people
going
that
out to
unfortunately
her.
have to go out, so not cool.
Right.
Let's see. Vegas Bob says,
Unfortunately,
boards on the doors.
I can actually do 98% of my job from home. So
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, we can too, except physically shipping. So if anyone's watching that place an order, I'm really trying hard to only go maybe once a week, twice a week tops, and trying to do everything in batches. Usually we try to ship the same day, which I take pride in. But right now I'm trying to not go into the office unless I have to. So
Yeah.
thankfully I work for a company that is understanding in that. So Michael, if you're watching, I appreciate you.
Yep.
So yeah, I think that's all the...
It's more or less
Rowdiness.
completely locked down unless you are an essential worker.
Yeah.
So they have also closed the schools and kindergartens and all that. But if you are working as an essential worker, then you can of course still get your kids taken care of.
Right.
So most daycares and kindergartens, they have like minimum staffing, so everybody
Yeah.
still continue.
Super scary.
It's really
But
scary.
let's keep together. Let's stick together. Let's make sure that we can stream some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're one of those working with a lot of sports, look into streaming. Perhaps I know it's a bit sad, but funerals.
Yeah.
There's been some stories, especially from Denmark, with people that's been dying not because of corona, but because of other reasons. And they were like, at some point, they were like, but can we only have 10 people for this funeral? It was a 46-year-old mom. She was very known in the community, but she died of like well, she's been sick for a year or something like that. But still, she was very loved in the community and was like, if they were only going to be 10 people, she had a huge family, but she was also very known in the local community. So
That's
if
sad.
If you could have streamed that,
Mm-hmm.
I think, not to profiteer on this, but really, I think there is a market in streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They had a story
I
on the
think
news
that's-
last night of a wedding. Sorry, John.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying they were talking about how a couple did that on the news last night. They were like, we're not changing our wedding date. We're just gonna do a Zoom
Yeah.
party.
Just a Zoom meeting with
So they
everybody.
had all their guests call in, and it was a simpler way to do
Yeah.
it. But
It works.
I don't know.
Definitely.
I can understand moving a wedding, but it's kind of difficult to move
a funeral, yeah. Could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know about baptizing. That's not always possible to move that because at some point it's getting too big.
Right.
But yeah.
You can get baptized as an adult.
You
yeah,
can.
Yep.
Sometimes tradition. Okay. John
Oh.
and I have a different view on religion. So just,
Miko saying
hey,
hi.
Miko.
He felt left out. I was wondering where he was.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know if you have heard about the priest in, I think it was Italy. The local community he felt still ill with corona, and the community funded a respirator for him,
wow.
and he gave it away to a younger member of his community.
Wow.
And,
Dang. Oh my gosh.
and at his funeral, he was driven through the streets of the city, and everyone was standing on the kind of
On the
giving them
balconies and
loft
stuff.
effect, but they couldn't from the apartments and houses.
Wow.
They couldn't
Right.
take
Oh no.
active part of
Tommy
it.
says,
But I think it's important that we
can you
show
turn
our
them
support
up?
and we stay together.
We're getting some
I-
comments
I
that
think-
your volume's low.
Yeah?
Do you guys have something? Let me see if we can fix
I
it.
have it up as far as it'll go
Maybe
on our
we
end.
can Do some magic over there.
I can kick it up.
Ooh,
Yeah,
there we
pick it
go.
up. Oh.
Is that
Well-
better, everyone? I'm sorry. I didn't see that comment a minute
No.
ago. I guess it just came through.
Is it okay now?
I'm asking.
Let's see.
I
We'll see if they
this,
respond.
um,
The audio's
here
been
in
low the whole
Sweden-
show. Well, what the heck, people?
Tell us.
Here in Sweden and Denmark, it's not so much. The church itself is not so important
Still
in society
low.
because we have all of this
Shoot.
social network here. So we don't always think about how important all the other functions that a church have. This is something I've only learned after I started to talk to Americans. Because, yeah, you all heard, all the Americans, you heard Bernie Sanders talking about how it is to live over here, and then you hear all the Republicans saying like it's going to be like a communist country. But if somebody falls sick here, then we are fortunate enough to get some compensation from the governments, so we will not lose our entire income. If we lose our job, we get small compensation, so we're
That's
not gonna move out of our houses in the beginning. Of course, if we have a really expensive house, but then you can also make some insurances and all that. But this entire like taking care of people when they're sick and all this, we don't realize all these roles that the churches are having in especially in these states and Australia. As far as I understand it, I've never really been to those part of the world and living an everyday life. So, but it's from what I gather from my friends that I'm fortunate to have in other parts of the world.
Yeah,
So.
for sure. Well, I'm really sorry. Apparently, I missed a comment earlier that your audio was low. I really hope it's not that bad on the stream. That's totally my fault. I don't know how I missed that comment. Sorry.
No.
Dang it. I thought Martin was
Otherwise,
kidding.
we just do it again next week.
There we go.
Well, I think we've probably taken enough of your time. But thank you again
It's
for
it's
for coming
Friday
on.
afternoon here. It's almost 5 o'clock. Oh yeah, you're taking time from whiskey
Ah.
or something. No worries.
Clock somewhere.
We love talking to you guys.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
this
loved
has
having
been
you
so
on.
fun having you on.
Yes, for sure. Again,
And I
always
have
appreciate
basically not
Exky's love.
talked. Yeah, and I haven't talked that much.
Well, that's what I
with
saw
other
Martin's
people for
comment
2
saying you were
weeks.
quiet, but yeah.
Yeah, but still, I haven't talked to other people other than job and work for 2 weeks.
Yeah. I'm really
Yeah.
lucky that I
Yeah,
live
you've been
with
working
her.
from home
I wanna be home
for
alone.
2 weeks now.
Yeah.
I think we talked about.
Yep.
I've been locked in the basement for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh. Is she at least
What?
throwing you down a cheeseburger or two?
No,
Oh my
No,
god.
he's allowed to come up for food and sleep.
There you
So
go.
lucky.
Comes out of the dungeon.
Yeah. Well,
Lord.
actually, it sort of is a dungeon down here. It's not a big room he has as a studio, and then because it was a bit cold at some point, he's actually put up a blanket in front of the door opening. So when you come
Oh,
down here,
poor
there is a
guy.
big blanket.
I
Well,
mean, yeah,
so
Working in
it's
the
funny.
cold, dark
It is-
basement.
Yeah.
We need another cuteness
It was
shot.
kind of,
Oh,
it was really difficult to get the lighting up and running here for the green screen. Oh,
Yeah. See, he can be good.
He's finally calmed down to just sit.
Oh, the joys of being a cat. Alrighty, I think it's time we wrap this fun show
Oh,
up.
we need to make a shout out to all the pets.
Oh, yes.
We do. Shout them out.
Yeah, because no, you know, hey, yeah, the humans, we are working from home. We are disturbing their naps.
Really.
Oh, we really
That
are.
is
We
true.
really are. Every morning they're like, why are you still
We
here?
have upset their entire routine.
Yeah.
That is true.
It is very true. I think dogs are more happy than cats. Although all the dogs in America, I think, are getting really healthy, which is a great thing. I've seen a lot of people walking their dogs.
Yep.
I've never seen walking their dogs in our neighborhood. So
That's good.
get them out, even though you're not supposed to be out.
Yeah,
You
or
can
some of
walk
them
your
are
dog.
getting even fatter because they're getting a lot more treats.
That's true too.
Right. True.
True too.
Ours just give us arguments, whines all day. Why are you here? Why are you still here?
Plus the laptop.
I have one friend on Facebook that's really posting some pictures of a really, really angry cat. Every picture of the cat is like, why are you home? Why are you disturbing my nap?
Our dogs are home. Puppy films. Our dogs love that we're home. Yep.
I bet.
Oh my gosh. Pets. Ha! Man, they're loving you today. I love it.
Martin, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you back.
Oh,
Hey, Steadicam's gonna be out of a job soon.
Aw.
Why?
There aren't any Russian spies left.
True.
Ooh. Calling him out
That's
on
a
the
joke we
stream.
have.
I've seen that in chats.
Yeah, it because he used to come in to, I think it was it the World of Live Streaming,
Yeah.
where he was always broadcasting from somewhere out in the countryside in complete darkness, and then I made up this. I sort of blown his cover because he is it's because he is he's hunting Russian spies.
He is
That's
pretty
why
aloof,
he's-
though.
you
He's
never-
not
you
on
never
many
know
social
where he is.
platforms. Nope, you sure
It's
don't.
true.
Once in a while, he'll be in the chat. That's about it, though. I think Rudy's
Yeah.
in here, too, still. I don't know if I put up one of your comments, but hey, Rudy. He's always watching our show. We appreciate you.
Yep, definitely.
Again, sorry for the audio, everybody. I feel like a failure. Miranda does everything else for the show, and I just show up, and I still can't seem to handle social. So,
It's all
my
good.
bad. We'll work on that.
Practice makes perfect.
Maybe next week. So,
No, normally I'm the one making sure Tom's audio is working on Wednesdays. Maybe I should sort of pick it up
maybe
here
you
as well.
should. Like I said, well, I think a lot of it is, so we brought things home from the studio, but for some reason we couldn't get these headphones to plug in correctly. I think we're
Yeah,
missing
into our
some
Behringer,
weird adapter. So we
not
had to
sure
change
why.
a lot of audio settings. That's probably on us too.
Yeah.
But you do what you can do when you're in the basement, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Just
glad
go
the-
and watch. Go to YouTube, find the Late Night with Seth Meyers show. They have started broadcasting from home,
Nice.
and one of the first videos they were like, "Shout out to all the people that streams. This is so difficult making this work.
There's a
I
lot of
had
bits
no
and pieces.
idea."
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot involved with it. And you think you have everything set, and then there's just one thing, and it's like, what is going on?
Yep.
Or at least that's how I am.
Yeah, and then you can really you can see just from day to day that their setup is getting better as well. He's moved to another location in the house. He's getting a better internet connection and a better camera. But really, you can really they really show how it's all. They sort of show how much goes into it. So
Absolutely. I know, like I said, Miranda gets all the credit, and she does all the technical stuff. Every time I'm watching her, I'm like, I am so glad you know what you're doing.
Sometimes. Tim has helped a lot. Tim from VMix.
I show up with
Shout
Forky and Tiny Spiny. That's my job. I show up with this now. So, that's about all I do.
yeah,
Forky's kind of an inside joke for us.
Yeah, adventures with Forky.
Audio is hard.
You know,
At
every
least,
time you
with the
think you
video,
get it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
Well, like you were saying, Marie, we'll have you on again so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
show off another use of your X keys. That sounds fun. So we'll for sure add you to the list.
Yeah.
And if anyone else that's watching has any ideas for us, like I said, I think
Yeah.
we're going to try to stream a lot more than we have
Or
been.
if you want to come on the show,
Want to come on?
shoot us a message.
Heck yeah, we like having guests.
we need you two to come on a bit more because you need to talk to somebody else than just the two of you and the cats.
I was thinking that as well. I
Yeah.
love
This
my
is-
best friend,
this
but
is-
she's probably getting sick of me too. So
It's a small house.
To everybody out there, we need Miranda and Maggie to stream each week as long as they're confined to their home. Otherwise, they're gonna go crazy.
It might go a little crazy. I was doing laps. I wear a Fitbit, and I was seeing how many steps it would be if I lapped around the whole house up and down the stairs, and it's really not that many. So I'm gonna have to do many laps to keep my step count up. So.
We might start doing the lap in
Yeah.
the backyard.
Yeah, if the weather would get nice, maybe we'll make
Well,
an
you
obstacle
can
course.
go out as long as you're just staying like six feet
Yeah.
from other people.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is it's so crappy here. It's raining and drizzly and gray, and it's just not nice today
No.
or yesterday.
We have this weird weather. We haven't had any below freezing for many days, for many weeks, a month already. And then this week, it's been below freezing at night because the sun has come. So it's no
Yeah.
clouds at night, so the temperature is just dropping. And then during the day, it's about 10, and then goes below freezing. And we normally have a lot of, standard British weather. That's the same here.
Gotcha.
So
Nice soggy rain.
yeah.
All right, it's been an hour. Martin just called
So
us out. Has it really been an hour? Well, time flies when you're
Sorry.
having fun.
Hey.
Oh
no,
no,
you're good.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it were up to me, we'd just hang out all day and do this. But thanks for watching, Martin. I know you probably got to go to bed.
Yeah.
So
Thanks for everybody watching, commenting. Appreciate you very much.
Yep. I think maybe that's our cue. Thanks for coming
Yeah.
on, you guys. We'll be in touch, though. Really, I miss your faces.
We will. Yeah, we miss you
Okay.
too.
All right. Thanks
So
everyone
are
else
we counting
for
on
watching.
Amsterdam?
Are we
Okay.
counting on Amsterdam?
We're
Hoping.
hoping.
Amsterdam.
I'm really hoping.
Yeah.
Think happy thoughts. I think everyone who didn't go to NAB is going to make IBC just rocking if it happens. Because
Yep.
there's a lot of people that do a crossover. So I think that'll be a really great show if it happens.
Right.
So
I
Yeah.
hope
it does.
so.
If it
that would be
happens.
September. So we still got a couple months.
I know.
I
A few
don't know.
months.
Think happy thoughts, everybody, and stay safe and wash your hands.
Yep.
True love.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you.
Bye.
See everybody later.
I love that graphic.